on, Foxy. It's your birthday. Not for real, just for play. This is Cree Summer, and Moana Nui will be right back.
Welcome back. Dreams, something. Welcome back, Carter. Welcome back.
Now, I know that reference, but a lot of people who see this won't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, well, Google "Welcome Back, Carter." Then y'all figure it out. Just Google's your friend. Google "Welcome Back, Carter." Welcome to the Opinionated Variants of the 616. We missed you guys last month because my partner and I have been busy. We've been running the streets.
All across the country.
Well, yeah. You, my girl, was dashing all across the country. I only went a little bit. I only went 1,600 miles. You, ma'am, you went like 4,500 miles, 45,000 miles. you was doing a lot.
I went to check out the other coast.
And how was that? Wasn't when the fires were still going on, was it? They were done by then?
No, they were still, yeah.
I can't believe flying back from Hawaii, we saw that. And I recorded it. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that would have been amazing to see. Because I didn't, I always sit on the aisle because, in case I have to go to the bathroom, especially a flight that long. So, I couldn't look out the window, but my sister did. She took some pictures. And it was after the fires were under control, so we didn't see those. But she took some pictures of just like mountains and stuff out the windows. And that's just so fascinating. It was breathtaking.
Oh my God, it's beautiful, breathtaking. Flying to Hawaii, seeing, and then you sit and you have the clouds, and then the mountains are sticking above the clouds. It's like it's beautiful. It's not even mountains; they're volcanoes. Keep saying mountains. The volcanoes is sticking above the clouds. Oh, beautiful. Well, ma'am, you flying all over the place. I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. Missed everybody. What do I want to it's just flying. I'm gonna minimize flying for now. Every time one of my friends say that they're flying here or there, I'm praying for y'all because. And then I got a fucking Delta card. I got a Delta credit card, and then all the planes that are having problems are Delta. I'm like, really, Delta? Fuck. Like, trying to get my miles so I can get free shit. I'm like,
well, we flew Delta and we had no problems. So, it's perspective, I think, because I don't think, and I saw some article or whatever that says that it's just being focused on the flight issues are being focused on. There are no more crashes or issues now than there usually are, but people are just talking about them.
Yeah, because they just happen to be happening back to back,
right?
And compared to all the other ones that are happening overseas and missing planes, and it's and then we'll probably won't have anything else happen for the rest of the year.
Prayerfully.
Well, so we're gonna start out with what were we doing? So basically it was last month, going to MegaCon, and it wasn't what I kind of expected.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good. I kind of expected more. I liked the hotel that I was in. I was in the Hilton. I made sure that I was in a hotel that was connected, like how Wardrobe Brown has the Marriott and the Hilton connected.
Mm-hmm.
So I was connected to that, and we had the skywalk, and we walked through, so I never had to go outside, because going outside was fucking crazy. You had to walk all the way around, and I was pissed because once we were inside, then we had to go outside to get the tickets. I had to go outside to get the tickets that I purchased for the park, because the ultimate pass, you had the VIP and then the ultimate pass. So I got the ultimate pass, which gives you you can purchase $99 for the ticket to go to the park, Universal, because they'll shut down Universal. It was like 7:00. You had to have a badge or a little wrist to get into Universal. So we were able to hang out there until midnight, but we had to go outside and get on the whole line and come back in. And I'm like, where do I go to get this? So when I walked up to get the passes, they were like, oh no, you have to go this way. I'm like, okay, so how do I go around? You see the curtains. I'm like, okay, so where am I going around? Why are you treating me with a pass? Then I have to be treated like everybody else who doesn't have a pass. I was so mad. So I was like, okay, that's a ding. Negative. You should have had something else separate for those who have passes, wanted to buy. You can buy it on this side of the fence, and those who didn't have it, you buy it on that side.
Mm-hmm.
The good part that I liked about, unlike Kamapalooza or all these other cons that we go to, you just have to have a badge and you walk in, and that's it. This con, they scan your badge going in and leaving. So for safety, I kind of like that. So you couldn't get in. And then even though you knew that, they were still like, well, we need to see a badge. Well, I couldn't fucking get in without a badge. So I understand you need to see the badge, but I'm going down an escalator. I couldn't fucking get in here unless I showed you my badge. You see, I've got all of this stuff on. My badge is hanging. And they're like, well, can you turn it over? No, bitch, you turn it over. you turn it over. I get out of my way. And, it's like I didn't want to be that girl, but, it's like, and then it was crowded and it was just too many people. And then people stopping at the bottom of the escalator, taking pictures. I'm like, y'all can't stay here. Move. I'm pushing. My New York came out. New York came out. I was like, y'all can't stop here. Y'all have to move. And they're like, keep moving. Keep moving.
It's the bottom of an escalator.
The bottom of the fucking escalator. And people, oh, can I take a picture? Yes, over there. You don't need to fucking take the picture right here. The hell? So that was a negative. Crowd control. The escalators broke midway while people was going up. The escalators broke, so they stopped people from getting on the escalators and made them have to go upstairs. And then the people on the escalator was walking up the stairs, and it was a mess. It was Saturday was horrible. It was just a fucking mess.
Do you know how many people were at the con?
Now I'm so, because you've never been to Kamapalooza, so I can't compare. I can compare
Dragon Con compared to Dragon Con.
I can't compare it to Dragon Con because Dragon Con has different venues. They don't have a convention center.
Okay.
So you have a lot of people in different places. Mm-hmm. And it was a lot of people, but it really wasn't a lot of people.
Okay.
It was tolerable. it was tolerable. It was more busy because it was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because it was Super Bowl weekend. So there was more people there on Thursday than was expected, which was kind of a shocker. And then you had a lot of people there on Friday, and of course, a lot of people on Saturday, and the minimum amount of people on Sunday because of the Super Bowl. So I kind of liked Sunday because it wasn't that many people.
Right.
In there. And then I was able to walk around because that's when I was wearing my May, and I had the shawl. That shit was long, and I was walking around in the hotel, and my daughter was stepping on it, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna piss me off. I was like, we gotta cut this. I was like, cut it. So she's like, oh, you saw us cut it. We don't matter. Just leave a little bit. She's like, what about here? I was like, okay, and if that's still too long, we're gonna cut it again. So she cut it. And I was like, okay, that's perfect. I'm walking, it wasn't stepped on, and it looks good because it's supposed to look ragged anyway. So I was like, okay, that's perfect. She's like, what? I was like, this cosplayer, honey, just go with it. Just understand this is we fix shit on the fly. So I only took pictures with people on Sunday, which was the skeleton crew, the kids, and they were so cute, and you know, I had my maid costume on, and then one of the girls, did you see skeleton crew? You see? Okay, so the main girl, yeah, not the robot one, the other one,
right?
She was like, I know that cosplay. That's May. I was like, yes, man. I'm so glad you know it. And then I couldn't get my hood on. So everybody was helping me. I was like, I need my hood on. So they was helping me put my hood on. And she's like, how does that? I was like, can you just shift it around just a little bit? So that was cute. And the lady's like, do you want to keep your mask? I was like, yeah, I don't need to see my face. I'm good. Like, I just want to take a picture with them. I know it's me. I don't need to see my face. People know it's me. And then Kamar Manny from The Acolyte, he was there. And then online, it was so cute because there was a guy in front of me who was dressed like him. And when he turned around, he was like, oh, whoa, May. I was like, whoa, Kamar, how you doing? So we took pictures together. And then I'm like, because since we were back to back, when we went to take pictures with Manny, he was like, yo, dude, y'all are freaking amazing. So he enjoyed my pictures. And then doing the autograph, I found him because I couldn't find him the night before, but I was able to find his booth. And he was like, can I take a picture of you? I was like, you want to take a picture of me? I was like, oh, man, you take a picture of me? He's like, okay. I was like, I loved you. I'm just so mad that it was canceled. It's just, we're fighting for it. We're going to continue to love this show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So he was like, thank you. Thank you for loving the show. I was like, I hope I see you again. I'll take a picture with you again. So the hotel was nice. I liked the hotel. I had upgraded to a suite because one of my friends came, but she was only there for a day. She did a joint cosplay with me. She was Glenda. So I was like, first, the rooms that we had, if it was just me and my daughter, that would have been fine. But with her coming, I'm like, this is just too much. I had too much shit of my own. So I'm like, okay, we're going to need a suite. So I upgraded to a suite. And, you know, the maids was funny as hell because when we asked for something, I would take it. And then they would like knock on the other door and be like, do you still need it? It's like, no, you just gave it to me. It's like, these rooms are me. This is me. Both of these rooms are mine. I was like, I asked for pillows. I come out. It's like, because y'all was taking too long to bring me the pillows. So I grabbed the pillows, and then you're like, do you still need pillows? Yes. I mean, no, I don't need pillows. You gave me the pillows. One of the maids, I loved her. She and my daughter loved her because day one, they made the bed and then she brought a blanket and they put her blanket on top of the bed. And then the next day they folded it and they laid it across the bed. So we knew when the lady wasn't there and which she wasn't there on Saturday. So this happened Thursday, Friday. She wasn't there on Saturday because the girl just made the bed, took the blanket, took her cover and threw it on the chair. Mm. And then she took the garbage out and never replaced the bags. So when the lady came back on Sunday, she was like, I know you guys are checking out. Do you want us to clean the room? By the time I got back to the room, my daughter had told her, yes, so she had already cleaned the room and replaced everything. And I gave that woman such a big ass tip. I was like, ma'am, I miss you. Here's $40. Thank you. Like, we knew when you wasn't here. It's like, thank you. So always tip your maids because they will treat you well. So would I go back to MegaCon? Only if there's somebody that I like. Other than that, and then this time I'll wait. Because all of the stars that I was in love with were there. And as soon as the tickets went on sale at the end of March, I purchased. So I purchased my tickets a year ahead of time. So this time I'll wait. I'll wait to see who's going to be there. And at that point, if I want to go and I have to pay a little extra for the tickets instead of the tickets only being $60 a piece for 2 tickets and they wind up being $75 to $80 for, I don't care. I don't care. I'll wait this time because
if those were the actual prices, that's good. That's half of Dragon Con.
Yeah, because closer you get, the more they go up and go up.
Yeah, but right before Dragon Con, it's almost $200.
Yeah, but when you get them right after, I mean, when they first,
but it's 100. Like as soon as it's over, it's 100. But then it goes,
up and up and up. So it's like, but that was my little escapade. And then just my collabs of the costumes that I did for their one was a Sailor Moon mashup between Sailor Moon and Bellatrix.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
I got pictures back. I'm like, this photographer. I love this photographer. He did such a good job with that. And I didn't think those were going to turn out good, but he did such a good job. And on top of that, he was like, if you have any more, because I couldn't come up with any poses because I had the lightsaber and I'm like, well, I can't treat the lightsaber like a wand because the moves that I do with the wand is too big for the lightsaber. So he was like, if you have any other poses, just come back and I'll be glad to take pictures. I never came back because I had thought of some and then I'm like, I'm tired. My feet hurt. I'm good. But I just got those pictures and I'm going to post those soon. The other one, I have to say I'm not too happy with them. And as a cosplayer, you take pictures with a photographer. You don't want to be, okay, well, can you do this? Can you do this? Can we use this picture? I did certain poses, especially with the maid that I'm like, okay, I definitely want this pose. And he didn't give me those. He gave me stuff that I didn't like. It's just poses that he was like, okay, we'll pose like this, pose like this. The poses that I knew from the movies of the scenes that I wanted,
right?
I didn't get. And it's like maybe one or two that he took that I posted. Other than that, the other ones that he did, if I wanted to send them back and say, well, can you send me these instead? I don't want to be known as this person is difficult to work with, and then because photographers talk amongst themselves, and they'll put it out there. Oh, if you ever work with this person will do this. Even though you are so sweet, you're communicating, you're saying please and thank you. Would it be possible? If it's not a problem, I really would appreciate it. If I have to pay you more, I don't have a problem doing that.
Right. To get
they don't
more,
get that.
More shots.
They will say this person is difficult to work with, and I don't want to be that person. But yet I don't want to pay for pictures that I don't like.
Right.
So I don't think I worked with this person at Dragon Con, and I felt some type of way because he just I've seen other people's cosplays and their cosplays was good. And that's when I had my Maleficent on, and he took some great pictures, and I had other people taking pictures of me too. But it just felt like he just didn't show my stuff as much as he showed everybody else's. Because I was like, you had a before and after video of, because he does the what do you call it? Those edits. And he'll show the picture before and the picture after. And I'm like, okay, well, can you show mine? I'm all happy. Hey, when you gonna show my picture? I said, oh yeah, I'll show yours. And never did. I was like, I'm not gonna harp on it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna work with you. I won't have to worry about you.
Just don't fool with him anymore.
So that's how I felt at Dragon Con. And then when I saw that he was going to MegaCon, I was like, okay, so I can be more assertive, more dealing with, I know what the poses that I want. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to do it. And I was like, I was like, did you see the movie? Did you see Wicked? Did you see Acolyte? These are the poses that I want. He was like, I saw Wicked. I didn't see the Acolyte. I was like, okay. So I got there. I pulled up. So I was like, okay, I want this pose. We're going to do this. Didn't get that. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see. I'm okay, and I won't work with him again. And then I'm learning that when I take these pictures, I'm going to ask the photographer, I want the raw as well as the original. And if I have to pay for those, then I will do that. But if I don't like something, can you change it to one of the other pictures? Can you show me everything and let me pick the pictures that I want? And then you take those and do all the special edits if you do them. So like this guy at the MegaCon, he was like, don't worry about the lightsaber, because I was trying to turn it on. He was like, don't worry about that. I'll do the light later. And he sent me an email. He was like, okay, so what color did you want? And I had told him orange, and I don't think that's orange. Looks more yellow, but doesn't matter. I'm happy with it. Maybe he couldn't make it orange because the background was dark and it would have looked dark, but the way that the color came out, it looked good. It looked good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely happy. And if I ever go back, I'm going to have him do other pictures. At least I know that they'll come out. They'll come out good.
Did you see mine? I shared mine from my first.
Oh, ma'am. You. We that's why I was like, okay, I'm done, because now we got to talk about you and your not that wasn't even Dragon Con. That was 28 Days of Black Cosplay, ma'am. Oh God, my baby's all grown up. She's a cosplayer now. Oh, ma'am. Okay, so my favorite is the blind lady.
Blind Owl.
Yeah. She's my favorite. I was like, I can't. Oh my God. I miss those. And I know you have to do those like in December for them to post.
We do that. I don't remember when we did that. Was it in December?
That's when they normally do them, to give them time to do all the it's for February.
It might have been. I don't know.
Okay. What made you come up with those? What made you come up with those cosplays?
For the photo shoot, or because I did both of those at Dragon Con.
Okay.
Too.
Okay.
I just felt like Blind Owl was just such a hit at Dragon Con. I knew I had to do that one. And then it was such a great coincidence when I got there, because we didn't, they had backdrops and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And one of the backdrops was like a graffitied city, like what is that one in Hell's Kitchen in Daredevil? Just graffitied, and there was just this like leather chair, big leather beat up chair sitting there, and I was like, that is perfect for Blind Owl. So I just knew that I wanted to do that one because it had gone over so well at Dragon Con. And then my United Earth president, I'm just really proud of that one. I think my friend did a fantastic job on that one. And I'm just hoping that maybe Stacey Abrams shows up for Dragon Con again and comes to the Starfleet shoot. That would be awesome. I was just really proud of both of those. So those are the ones I took to the photo shoot, and it went well.
Now, you know that there are other cons other than Dragon Con that they might show up at.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I think you got a Star Trek something there, or
and there's something that
I think they have one in Las Vegas. They have like an annual Star Trek something in Las Vegas.
Well, they've also got something here. I need to ask Tony about that because they were talking about it because they're having it's Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo next weekend, and it's just a really small, free local con. But they're doing cosplay there too. But I don't know if I'm gonna do cosplay. But I'm kind of helping with the planning and setup and everything. And they were talking about these like Starfleet meetups that they do. And I'm going to have to get some more info on those. So
yes, you join
uniform again.
You join a group, Star Trek group.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can, they're kind of dedicated.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I need to get some more info.
Yeah, because just like they're not like the 501st where, okay, you have to be screen accurate.
Yeah. No.
They're like, okay, you got a costume, you want to join. Okay, yeah, you're good. It has to be like the 501st where, okay, well, that shoulder pad doesn't look correct. It has to be 3 centimeters to the right. And like, fuck you. I don't have time for y'all right now.
We just want fun stuff over here. I'm not trying to be in the movie.
Yeah, I was like, like my Dora was screen accurate. That's good enough for me. Everything else, I'll just slap it together. And I'm like, okay, it looks good far away. When I take a picture, it looks good. That's what I need.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to.
I can walk by somebody and they know who I'm supposed to be. That's good.
That's good with me. I'm okay with that. So that was the only one that you did? You did
the only photo shoot?
The 28 Days of Black Cosplay. And then it was just work for you flying.
Yeah, that was the trip. It was a work trip, but then I took a few days extra and stayed because I had never been to California. And that was fun.
So my 2 collabs are done. I'm so proud of myself. And they were kind of back to back, which was kind of stressful. The first one, they were both cyber. They were not cyber. They were steampunk. First one was a steampunk mermaid, and then the second one was a steampunk clown.
Yeah, I remember the mermaid.
The clown was due, today was the due date. And I submitted mine's Wednesday.
Okay.
Because Monday I was like, okay, I got to do this look. This is not going to work. I was trying to do it over the weekend. But February is so fucking crazy because everybody's birthdays are in February. I hate February. It starts out with my mother-in-law, then my niece, then my father, then my husband, no, my grandson, then my husband, then my daughter. It's like all back to back. Every week there's a birthday. I was like, I can't. And then in one week we got 3 back to back. So that was crazy trying to do that look, both of those looks. But we'll be able to post the cyber clown tomorrow. And then I'm an LLC. I made my name an LLC. Magical Me Cosplay is a business.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to make it a business. My husband was yelling at me. He's like, I told you to do this 4 years ago. And when you took your trips, you could have wrote them off. And I was like, I know. It's too late. But I did it now. So everything going forward, when I do stuff, I'm like, I'm going to do it as a business and I can write stuff off. I can travel and write it off.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter. What house are you?
Slytherin.
Okay, so you know that the house week is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, our house week. So are you gonna do a nice little photo shoot? All them t-shirts, girl. If you don't have a Harry Potter Slytherin t-shirts, you got like 30,000 fucking t-shirts. If you don't okay.
I do have listen, I do have 30,000 t-shirts.
I know you do. I
can't even walk in that room, and I have several. I've got like 3 Hogwarts alumni t-shirts, but I do not have a Slytherin t-shirt.
Okay, so that means that you need to, if you don't get a Slytherin shirt by then, because our day is, when is our day? Is the 21st.
Okay.
Hufflepuff is the 20th. The 21st is Slytherin. The 22nd is Gryffindor, and the 23rd is Ravenclaw. So I have to get my dog Sirius Black. I have to get him. Oh, I can't even get him I was going to get him Slytherin, but he's not. He was Gryffindor. I was like, okay. Yes, Sirius Black was in Gryffindor. So I was like, he wasn't Slytherin, Simone. Dumb. Yeah, I almost made a mistake. Got him a Slytherin shirt. But yes,
I do need to get one, though, because over Christmas, I got a pleated skirt, uniform looking.
I saw that.
It's blue though. It's blue with green in it. And as soon as I saw it with the green in it, I was like, I'm gonna work a Slytherin into this, and I have to tie
Slitherclaw because you're smart. So you could have been house stalled and been. That's me. I was house stalled between Ravenclaw and Slytherin, so I'm a Slitherclaw. So and we friends, so I could see that because you smart as hell, but you also diabolical. Just like you. So I could see that. I could see that. So yes,
I could work something up
with some green makeup and just be like, okay, Slytherin Pride Day, boom. Yes, I expect that from you. I expect to see that from you. Crafting. Well, before we go into crafting, what would you, makeup wise, how do you feel about like makeup looks?
I'm terrible at makeup. Absolutely terrible. every time I'm going somewhere like fancy, I have to Google and find, Pinterest, find me a look and set it up right next to the mirror and just try my best to recreate it. But I am terrible at makeup, and that's as I'm not ready for like a face paint type cosplay. I know this. So I mean, I was doing good to do them white dots on my face for the Wakanda Forever. I was doing real good, and believe me, they were giving me hell too because I was like, "Oh, now this dot's bigger. I got to go back and make this dot bigger." But,
see, that means that you okay. So, what about that? I know you said you wanted that white outfit. What about that? Did you get somebody to make that for you?
not yet. I'm still thinking about that. But there's another white outfit I want now because I decided yesterday on a cosplay that I'm going to do for Dragon Con. And it's based on a white outfit too. So I don't know. I guess I'm about to be in everybody's African shop.
Oh, do you guys have a Joann's there?
Yeah, we've got several of them. But from what I'm hearing, well, I don't know because the percentage isn't that low, but from what I'm hearing online, they're starting to get picked over.
Yeah, I'm about to head over to mines and just get jewelry, get all of the costume jewelry stuff so that I could make stuff. The earrings, I can take those apart and just stick those together and make a necklace out of something, especially that I want to start getting into Bridgerton and making necklaces and headpieces. I can use the stuff from there. So that's my goal. I'm still trying to do this fucking Barbie dress, girl. I've been trying to do that for like a damn year.
Right.
And it's just not my goal is to start sewing, teaching myself how to sew. I can't rely on my husband anymore. I gotta do it myself.
Well, I want to craft again. I used to craft all the time, and now I'm seeing these like pieces of clothing that are, expensive and all fancy, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? I can do that. And it's not even a matter of sewing, really. Like I saw this denim shirt today, just had these big appliques on it. I'm like, I can do that. So,
yes, you can buy the shirt, a regular shirt, and then just put designs and all of this other stuff on it.
That's what I'm going to be doing, is looking for some appliques and things, and I want to get crafty again, get creative. But one problem is I got so much shit in this house. I gotta get organized, and so I'll have a place, an empty surface to craft on.
Yeah, I'm filling this dream box up. I'm proud of myself. I'm filling it up. My girlfriend, she got rid of a lot of stuff, and I went through. This girl has palettes after palette. I'm like, ma'am, what are you? And they're not cheap palettes. She got Morphe. She got Jaclyn Hill. She got all these name brand palettes, and they're so beautiful. So I split them with. I already had so many palettes. I only took 3. Then I giving the other ones to my other girlfriends. But she's got Warbler and craft foam. That's why I was heading to Joann's to just stock up on all that damn craft foam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I want, because craft foam, trying to find good craft foam. Oh my God. It's just, it's crazy. And I've learned that from Warbler, you really can make everything out of craft foam. I can make it look like leather. I can make it look like wood. I can make it look like metal. So I can use the Warbler to stabilize, but I don't need to make armor anymore out of Warbler. I can do it with craft foam. So yeah, crafting, that's headpieces. You know, it's like I want to do these collabs. I gotta start making stuff. So when my friend gave me all of those cyberpunk, I keep saying cyberpunk, these steampunk pieces, it's like I gluing shit on my face, on my neck. I was like, oh, can this stick on? It's like, okay, this is not flat enough. It won't stick. And I was like, okay, so my cyber clown, I'm like, I hope you like it. It's gonna look good. And I need you to do some Halloween looks. You have to promise me to do. I'm asking for 2 Halloween looks out of 30 days of Halloween. 30 days of cosplay Halloween makeup. 31 days. I'm saying 30 days. 31 days. I'm only asking for 2 days.
With makeup?
I want Halloween makeup. Okay, 1. Can you give me 1? Can you give me 1 day?
I'll see what I can do. I'll try. 1
day. I want you to get picked. If I have to, girl, we can do. Well, I was going to say we can do Skype, but Skype is going away.
Zoom.
Yeah, we can Zoom. I can walk you through it. I can walk you through it. I promise you, you can do it. You can do it.
You'll have to come up with something.
And girl, it'd be a pumpkin. It'd be pumpkin. This do half of your face and paint half of it orange, and you have the other half. Girl, girl, yeah. Come on now, you can do it. Or a scarecrow, you little cute.
Stop it, James.
A cute little scarecrow. One day. I went down from 2 days. Come on now, it's 31 days.
Right, I went down. And it's all the way in October, so
yes. Just 1 day. Just
stay on me.
Saturday.
Don't let me.
Oh, I'm not. No. I'm not. Especially when it starts to get closer. I'll be like, man, remember when we talked about in March where we said that we was gonna do just 1 day? 1 day. You have it. Once you do it, you'll be okay, that wasn't so bad. And then maybe within that 31 days, you might do another one. Maybe. But it doesn't have to be the whole face, because the way that they're doing it, like for the cute scarecrows, is they just doing the cheeks, the nose, and then little straws that you can get. Again, I was going to say Joanne's, but you can get it from like little fake straw bars that they have. I don't know if you guys have a Hobby Lobby or whatever.
We do.
But the little fake straws, and put them in your hair, put a wig on. There's your scarecrow. That's like, it doesn't have to be like all of that crazy stuff.
Special effects, like horror movies.
I have not. Yes, I'm putting all of those little jewels on my face, but the whole face, I don't know how they do that. It took me 45 minutes just to do the little arch. And that was, I can't. When it was too far away, and I had to take it off and redo it. And I was like, So I don't know how they stayed. There's a couple of people that I follow, and I'm like, how long you been doing this?
I follow a few of them too.
4 8? No. You get an hour, and even after then, I might just give up. I was like, just.
And I follow a girl who just started, and she did a Grinch face around Christmas. That was so good.
She's black?
Like, huh?
Is she black?
She's black.
Yeah, I think if it's the same person, yeah, she was starting with the makeup. I'm following her, and I know a lot of people were kind of mean to her because she goes live, and she's doing the looks live, and they're not really They're not really nice. And I'm like, yes, girl, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You got me wanting to do it. You better than me because I can't do it yet.
People on TikTok are awful anyway.
Yeah, so if it gets shut down, I'm not going to be too upset. I mean, upset I busted my ass to get my 10K people, but at this point, I'm going to fuck it. Go. I'm on red note. I'm all right. I'm good. Okay, so we're back to traveling. Like I was saying before, I'm driving to where I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I take too much shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
all of your cosplays, that's a lot of stuff. Until
I can bring it down to know exactly, even this one, I had my bag that I purchased, this dance bag, and the bags, the garment bags to go with it. I stuck my wig in there. They had each slot for everything. So I could put the wig, the jewelry. I was like, okay, let me put this on. What do I need for this? Even laying everything out, I still left something. It's like it never fails. It's like you will leave something. And I'm just afraid to be somewhere. And I'm like, okay, even though I don't know if I need the glue gun, I'm bringing the glue gun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing tape. I'm just, I don't know. It's, I have to learn how to manage better so that I could fly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still too much. It's still too much because you only get 2 bags. And then you can have a carry-on. It's just too much. It's too much. I got my makeup. It's.
How long did it take y'all to get to Orlando?
It's between 13 to 16 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's nothing. I can do that. I mean, before I'm not able to drive that long by myself,
mm-hmm.
but before then, I knew that I can do 16 hours before I needed to stop to sleep. So driving to Orlando, even if I was going to Fort Lauderdale, I would stop in Orlando, sleep, and then continue on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can go to, it's 11 hours for me to get to Atlanta, 16 hours for me to get to Virginia. So I stop in Atlanta, sleep a little bit, a couple of hours, and then continue on to Virginia. So I know what I can do by myself. And then if there's 2 people, it's like there's only 20 hours for us to get to New York without somebody having to stop and sleep. But yeah, I would drive. As much as I would love to fly.
Much.
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much things, and I want to go across country. What do you call those? Why can I think? The trucks, not the
RVs.
Rent an RV,
Mm-hmm.
and just in the RV or the bus. I want a bus. I want a fancy ass RV. I know they would be expensive, but it's something that I would just want to throw the kids and let's go to all of the sites.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take them to all of the sites. It's like I can't get you guys passports because your fathers. I'm not trying to track nobody down to get permission. So right now we got to stay in the United States. Turn 18, get your fucking passport on your own. But right now we can drive around. So they've been to different places. How are you with driving?
I hate driving. I hate being in the car for more than 5 hours. I really hate being in the car for that long, but 5 is my I won't say it's my limit, but it's when I start getting over it. But I hate driving. But I'll do it if I have to.
What's the longest you've driven?
Like 8 hours.
Where were you going?
This was back in the olden days before GPS. I drove.
MapQuest.
Exactly. And MapQuest had me all over the place. This was back when you could call AAA. You could call AAA and tell them where you were going, and they would make you a map and an itinerary or whatever. And they would, like, I don't know, they must have faxed it to you or something. But yeah, this was back in the olden days. It was somewhere in North Carolina that shouldn't have taken me 8 hours. But there was no GPS, so I was just doing what the AAA people said. So yeah.
From Atlanta? Where were you at? Okay.
From Atlanta.
Girl, 8 hours, you could have been in New York. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
But
so
I did it.
Yeah.
For a man. And I should have stayed home.
No, you never do it again.
Never ever. Not even for GPS.
Let's play that game. Never ever will I
Exactly.
drive across country for a man. Okay, well,
I'm not even driving across town.
Okay. You guys in Atlanta have Black Fae Day, right?
Yes.
How organized is yours?
I have not participated yet. I saw some events that they did last year. I saw them on social media, and because there were like several little ones. But I'm kind of trying to wait until it gets to be more organized and more, larger or whatever, because I would love to participate and I want to make some wings. But
yeah, that's where the crafting comes back into play of, I purchased two. I'm like, I have to stop buying and start making my own. But the two wings that I bought from the lady, I kind of liked. Sanctuary Design. I can't remember her name. Yeah, Sanctuary Design. She made, it was a black mushroom, and then the other one was for the Barbie dress. So I want to learn how to make. I mean, I made the Maleficent wings, but not. Oh, I want to make fairy wings.
Yeah.
Want to make some nice, like, white icicle fairy wing. I don't want to do AI shit. I'm seeing people do looks and then they're putting AI attachments on them. No, that's not. Anybody can do that. That's not a look. You need to make your stuff.
Mm-hmm. And see, you said white, like icicle. And I want to do exactly the opposite. I want to do a black fairy, black wings, and I'm envisioning like a black tulle dress, just a lot of tulle flowing, black.
And that's what I have for my black one. It's the black corset, I had the black wings, because when I got the wings, I was like, oh, okay, I could be a dark fairy. So I got the ears, it was like the wig. I was like everything, but now I want to do like icicle, and I want to add lights. Somehow, some way, I want to add sparkle, twinkle, something. Maybe I just do that on the ones that I have. Somehow, some way, just add lights on it and let it twinkle. But I'm gonna get on YouTube and see about how to make some wings and. And that's another thing. I'm trying to build up. When I did my LLC, I went on everything and just signed up for everything. So I had already had YouTube, but I never really used it. So now I'm trying to do my YouTube. So I will be doing that. Pinterest, I'm on. Twitter and Pinterest are not under the Magical Me name. They're under that HP Fanatic, and I need to try and figure out how to. Twitter is nobody cares about that one anyway. I was like, okay, so I really don't care about Twitter, but Pinterest, I do. So I need to try and figure out how to change the name on Pinterest. So I'll work on that. But yeah, the crafting with the wings and just making shit. I was so alive when I was making and learning how to do. I want the latex. I want to learn how to do. That's why I like watching all of those makeup shows. And I'm like, okay, even though they're doing a lot and they wind up losing, they still have dreams of, okay, I see your vision. It's just, if you had more time, you definitely would have been able to rock that. But you have to learn how to rush within a certain amount of time. Not possible. It's in order for you to do the look that you want, you need more time. But I'm gonna learn latex. There's a lot of things that I want to do. I've got Adobe. I'm trying to learn that. I got Canva. I'm all in that. I made a portfolio on Canva, and I'm like, this is hard.
It's a lot. I mess around on Canva too. It's a lot.
God, it's like trying to be a LLC and just like and just doing this user generated content stuff. Like, why do I want to go down this road? But I'm a business, so I need to have. It's a lot. There's Notion is another one that I'm trying to learn. I was like, there's too many applications I'm bouncing back and forth on, but it's keeping me busy. It's keeping my mind racing. It's keeping me busy learning, and like I want to get good, especially with. I don't want to use AI, but I want to not use it to make cosplays, but you can use it to help you with your vision. If you have to have visual, I have a good imagination, so I can go into a house and picture, okay, so I'm building a house. This is I want the stove here, the wall here, I want the colors here. I can see it in my head, and it's crazy. But I know there's some people that have to actually see it for them to kind of get it. But crafting for you, my dear. We're both going to do more crafting. We have to keep each other. You see any deals? You see anything? Let me know. Be like, hey, we have this here at your Joanne's. I don't care. I send you some money. Shipping, all of that. Just let me know. I'll take care of it. Because even Dollar Tree has good stuff. I get a lot of things, especially if I have to do events. I asked you about Black Friday because people here in Houston had one. They have one in Dallas. So Houston was like, oh, let's build a chapter. So they pulled me and my other girlfriend in. But I think they didn't realize, I think me pulling my husband in kind of scared them, because I was like, okay, well, we need to do a business proposal so we can get these businesses in and help us. And I think after talking to him, they were like, okay, well, this is more than what we can handle. I was like, okay, so y'all try to do this now when it's coming up in May. So right now you just need to put out flyers and be like, we're having a Black Friday and call it a day. But if you're trying to build this chapter for next year, you need to start now. so that we can have things in order. But I'm like, y'all have to do that, because that's something I don't want to run.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to run that and be like, okay, well, this is what we have for this year, and then next year we're gonna be. I'm not ready for that. Not yet. That's too much to tackle to be in charge of a chapter for me.
You don't want to be the fairy queen?
No. No. I can, but no. I can't. That's too much. That's too damn much for me. I skipped over the movies. All of the movies that I saw from last year to this year. Yes, James, being in charge does suck. I don't want to do it. I don't want
Nobody else to do it.
Yeah, it's just because you need people underneath you, and I can't. People need to pull their weight. I can't do that. So the two kid movies that I didn't go to see it, my husband took them to see Dogman. I thought that was a stupid ass movie, and I refused to go.
Right? It looked so stupid.
I just no. They're like, Grandma, there's nothing that you can say to me
right
about a man having an accident and you taking the head of a dog. That's stupid. I'm like, even
they had the nerve to have merch too. They had a dog, because for some kind of way I got into this Reddit with the movie, the popcorn buckets. And, everybody's posting their popcorn buckets and stuff, and we was going all crazy with Captain America. They had the nerve to have a damn dog man popcorn bucket. I don't want no.
No. And then even Mufasa, I'm glad I went. I got the little bucket, but I could have waited. I could have waited.
I still haven't seen it.
I could have waited. Then, girl, you okay? You wait for it to come on Disney Plus. I mean, it's a nice backstory to understand how Mufasa became Mufasa, and Scar wasn't. That's not even his real name. His name was something else, and I forgot. That's how bad it was. It was like it wasn't even his real name. It was like, okay, well, you can call me Scar. Just like this, of course, jealousy came into play. Spoiler alert. So if you're listening, okay, now you know. So those were the two kid movies, but of course I had to go see My Brave New World.
Of course.
I saw that. I was very impressed. I was impressed. Could they have done a little bit better?
Of course. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, I mean, they showed a lot. They already let you know that there was going to be a Red Hulk,
right?
And that they should have teased a little bit more and not really show it. But I liked how I was impressed. I was impressed.
The thing is, they need to, and I think they could do it. I mean, I think they would sell just as many Funko Pops. If they would stop releasing the Funko Pops before the movie comes out, because that's how the last few movies, or a lot of them actually, they spoil something really big from the movie when they released that series of Funko Pops, because they had Red Hulk Funko Pops. So
yeah.
And then at that point, they're probably like, well, why not go ahead and put it in the trailer, because it's going to be spoiled anyway. But once you see it in the movie, you would be so hyped about the Red Hulk and everything. If they would release the Funko Pops, then fine. But now they're spoiling everything. Like, they released the Thunderbolts Funko Pops earlier this week. I didn't really look at them that hard, but from what I'm hearing, it kind of spoiled something in the release, spoils something from the movie. So I think they would do just as well if they would waiting for
the movie to come out.
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, here's the Funko Pops for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. The merch for the Captain America Brave New World, shit was fly. I got my bucket. I got the lid. Girl, did you see it?
I got 2 popcorn buckets
with the shield top.
I got the one with the shield top, and I got 4 cups.
Okay, so they came. Yeah, I got the tops up there. I was like, I don't want those on my.
And I got the Funko Pop.
I got the Funko Pop. The cups was the bucket and the cups was a deal. So you got the bucket and the 2 cups. Right. So I got a Captain American cup and a Hulk, and then the straws was the top. You had a Falcon, or a Captain America, and then the Red Hulk on it. I was like, no, because the girl was putting it together. I was like, oh, look at you putting all of that together. But I'm good. I'm just gonna stick this shit in my pocket.
They didn't put ours together. They were, the little toppers were still in their little plastic bags because they were all tucked into the popcorn bucket. And I realized that I didn't get straws for my cups. I was a little miffed about that because they had everything packed up into the bucket. And
but the straws was
when I didn't get straws for that bundle for those. I got one for this cup, and then I got another cup that's like this with a blue top. I got straws for those, but I did not get them for my bundle.
Oh no, she was like, okay, and I'll take it out for you, and she was just putting it together. I was like, oh, look at you, oh, you so nice. And every time we go somewhere, we always talk to people, and we out of control. Me and my girlfriend, because we go at it with each other, and we're like, okay, don't use that credit card because her credit card is not good. We're just like, yeah, use this one. And then they're so confused because they're like, is it true? So that was good. But the bucket, they had the and the Funko Pop is downstairs. I meant to bring it up. I had the Funko Pop. So I'm like, how am I carrying this shit? And then the drinks. So with the 2 cups, you had 2 free drinks. I was like, I don't need 2 drinks for free. I just need 1 drink. And I don't know, how am I going to carry all of this? I should have bought this shit after the movie, but then I would have been afraid that it wouldn't have been, have been sold out. So it's like, I had to buy everything now. I was so glad I had my sweatsuit on because I was just sticking shit in my pockets, sticking shit in my bag. I was like, okay, we're good. Let's go. The popcorn here, drink here, stuffed in my pockets. I was like, pants pockets. It's like stuff was going everywhere. If I had to put shit in down here, I was like, we gonna be we gonna be okay. I wanted to go see Love Hurts, but I never got a chance to see it. But it came out, and I downloaded it. And I watched it last night. That shit was good.
We went and saw that one. It was good.
That shit was good, and that's my guy from the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like her, but ever since she played in the remake of West Side Story, mm-hmm. I can't get that out of my mind because she was not. I understand that she got an Oscar for it, but she was not a good Anita. That whole remake of that West Side Story was horrible. They did. I was in the movie tweeting, this is not right. This is not this. They changed the scene. And I was like, oh no, they did a badass job. It was horrible. I will always watch the original. I will never watch. I watched that one time. I refuse to watch it. I refuse to watch it again. I refuse. I will never do that again. I don't know if you remember this girl. I've seen her a lot on Instagram because I will always get mad when I do pictures and I have a gun and I put fake prop, prop, fake gun, and they would always censor me. But this girl, beautiful black girl, her hair, she had afro, and she was black belt. She had a real sword, and she was doing shit. Da 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 da. She's in a movie. I didn't realize it was the same girl. I saw her hair. Mm-hmm. The movie's called Jade. I was like, this girl is fighting, and her hair. I was like, why does that hair look familiar? I'm like, I know her. And I just sat there, kept looking at her. I'm like, I know you. Where do I know you from? And is that her name? The Samander? Is that her? I don't know if that's, no, Shayna West. She's a stunt woman. But Jade is a badass movie. She said that you need to look that up and watch that, because that's a movie. That's a movie to watch. More like a Cleopatra Jones type.
He said that's her IG handle.
Oh, okay.
I've probably seen her.
Yeah, because her hair, doing all of that. And then when she spoke, one video she spoke of, the bitch is British. I'm like, why did I think you was a Black American? I automatically thought that your ass was Black American. Where did this British accent come from? And then on Netflix, got to watch that Back in Action with Jamie Foxx. And
I have not seen that one yet. I need
to oh, okay. You know how we spoil on the show.
Don't spoil, because I want to watch it.
I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's going to be so amazing. I need you to watch that show. And then we're going to talk about it next month.
Okay.
I need you to watch it. And I'm hoping the way that it ended is like, you have to give us, and I'm pretty sure before he got sick, they had it in the works to do another one. The way that it ended, they can't leave it like that. They have to do another one. So you gotta
when
watch
it first came out, apparently they filmed part of it in the neighborhood here. So, because when it first came out, the people in the neighborhood group were talking about where it was. Oh, that's down on so-and-so street or whatever. So I definitely have to see it to look for the hood spots.
And then just regular TV shows. Have you been watching regular TV?
Some.
Like, okay, so I've got Watson with Morris Chestnut. Have you watched that?
I have not watched that yet. I do love medical dramas, though, so I will likely watch it. But I have not gotten to that one yet. Yeah, that one is good. And I like how they have him not just a doctor, but more like a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. And he's like looking at you. And then the way that they question him, like, why did you choose us? And it's like, all of you are smart, and there was a reason. She's like, oh, you chose us because we're broken. You're not broken. They're like, you're a smart person. I don't want to say anymore. That is a good show. I know most of the shows that he's on always gets canceled, but this show, if they give it the love that it should have, mm-hmm. it should go to a good 4 or 5 seasons. And how you said you like other doctor shows, Doc. I want to watch that one too. I have not started that one either.
With her losing, that show is, and it's on today, and I'm recording it. It was just with her losing the memory but yet things are around, and I'm still trying to figure out what happened in the past. They still trickling in some things that happened in the past, but that's another show, because she's smart as hell. She's the smartest person in the room, and
she's got her memory issue.
Yeah, even with her losing the memory and having to start all over again, you know, and having her subordinates be her boss, she's still the smartest person in the room. She's still telling them, you know, making them think like, well, let's try this disease, let's try this. And they're dismissing her. Well, no, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And everything that she says, it turns out to be correct. So, and she was mean. So people were not really, they really don't care for her, because prior to her losing her memory, she was mean. So now that she doesn't have those years, and it's only like the last 4 years or 8 years or something like that. So,
okay, good.
But she doesn't have those years. It's not all of it. She just lost the last 5 years, the last 8 years of her life.
Now, you asked about the shows, and I said, yes, I like medical shows, but the two you mentioned that I haven't watched. But there are a couple that I did watch. There was one, they've already done their full season, though. It's called Brilliant Minds. Did you watch that?
Yes, I like him. I watched him
really
and
good.
him. Yes, him and his mother. Like his father had the same thing. I think he had the same kind of disease his father has.
Well,
his father was something different, and the mother just couldn't understand it.
I think his father had some mental issues, some, like real mental issues, and he has autism. He's on the spectrum, and he's got the thing where he's got face blindness.
Yes.
So, but then I won't spoil it because his father's supposed to be dead. But anyway, I really like that show. And I was just looking to see, because I wasn't sure if they did the whole season or not. I think they have done the whole season, but it's renewed for another season. So that's good. Okay.
That's good, because one of the guys on there can't feel, or he feels the pain of somebody else.
Right.
Yes. So I'm like, that's new. But he's married or divorced and has a child. I'm like, I lost track of that show.
He's got a child. I don't know. He's not married, but I don't know that they were ever married.
Okay.
But he does have a young child. Do you have Max?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. There's one called The Pit. Do you watch that one?
No, I'm not on Max. Okay.
It's good too. Yeah.
Okay. The Pit on Max. Okay, I'll watch that. And then law shows, Matlock. I like with Kathy Bates.
I saw the first episode and I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it until the end, where you got the full premise of the show, why she's doing what she's doing. And I didn't really like that. So I have not picked back up. I probably will, though, because I did enjoy the first show.
Yeah, because they got the grandson who's just as smart. I like it. I mean, and she's starting to have a conscience where she likes the black lady that she's working for, and she's hoping that it's not her. So I do enjoy that one. There's another one, High Potential.
I know what that show is, but I don't watch that one.
Okay, I think you would like that, because again, that's like the show that we was just talking about.
Which one? Brilliant Minds?
Brilliant Minds. They're similar.
Yeah. Where she's
really
smart.
He can see and she can see. She can go into the room. It's like she has a photographic memory. And she's just smart as hell. Her and her son are just fucking. There's no reason for both of y'all to be this smart. It's just crazy. But she can analyze things in a room, and with her OCD is like, this is wrong and I need to fix it. So that show is good. You would like that. You definitely would like that show. My 911, all my 911 Lone Star, that one is off.
Yeah, Lone Star is gone, but 911 came back tonight.
Yeah, 911 is back. The Lone Star one, when I tell you I was bawling, I was like, oh my God, he's dead. And then he wasn't. The motherfucker's in New York. I was like,
I knew he wasn't dead. I was like, his ass is in New York.
No, they had me. I was like, why did they kill him off? Why did they end it like that? And I'm bawling. I'm like, no, they couldn't have did that to him. And then he's on the phone with him. I was like, what? Come on, man. Why are you doing that to me? Oh, can't have that.
I knew they weren't going to kill Captain Strand.
There's another one.
I love those 911s, and they're doing another one.
Yes, where 911. Well, you had 911
like
Lone Star, then regular 911. What's the other one?
There's another one. I can't remember where it is. It's like Hawaii or something. But yeah, there's another one.
Like NCIS. It's like,
right, all over the country.
Oh my God. Okay, I really like the original one. The other ones I can't really watch, but okay. I'll check that one out. There's another one that's coming on today. I never kind of watched it. It's The Doctors on the Boat, something Odyssey. Only reason why I'm taping it today and then the next one is because of sharks. There's shark attacks, and then the sharks are following the boat, and somehow they disabled the boat, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm trying. Okay, these sharks are too goddamn smart, so I want to see how that plays out.
That one, I've watched that one. I watched like the first maybe 5 or 6 episodes, and I kind of like, because I like Joshua Jackson. I kind of like it. I like the medical aspect of it. But then there's the soap opera-ish stuff where everybody's sleeping with everybody, and I don't like that part.
Yeah. I that's why I was like, I'm not into all of that. I was like, that's like the Love Boat just with sex. I was like, I can't. Exactly. I was like, I can't deal with that.
Can't even. And then there's all my cop shows. I love cop shows too. So, did you watch Will Trent?
Yes. Oh, yes. Will Trent. Love him. The little dog.
Betty. It's set in Atlanta, but they actually film it in Atlanta. I want to meet Betty so bad.
It's just like, I love him. I don't know. He's back at the house. Who was that? That was a little boy or a little girl that was at the house watching?
I think they're what is it? Non-binary.
Okay.
Yeah.
You was fucking born a boy or a girl, man. Which one? Come on now. Like, okay. I haven't seen that person. Last couple of episodes, I haven't seen that.
No, they haven't. I don't think they've been in the last couple of episodes, but they are still on the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I see that I was hoping that the other two would be friends, and she was like, I release you. It's like, oh, God, what is this? You don't release him, make him say he's sorry. He had to do his job.
He had to do his job, and he also did what was morally right. She really screwed up.
Yeah.
She really, really screwed up. And it was his duty, professionally and morally, to turn her in. Yeah. I hate the way everybody is holding him
accountable for her actions.
Yeah, I mean, I get the whole cop thing, and you don't snitch and all that kind of stuff, but he did the right thing.
If that was your child, you would want him to turn that person in. Like, come on, y'all gotta. If that was a friend of somebody, you would want to turn that person in.
And I get what she was doing because she was trying to protect the girl.
Yes.
But it was just going off the rails. You know, the girl killed the dude, and they likely would have found her, you know, mentally not able to stand trial or whatever because of what he did, or they probably wouldn't have sent her to prison, but, you know, who knows. But you just can't take all that stuff into your own hands, you know?
Yeah.
Like, no, you didn't do it. I did it. And I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the
first time that I saw his show, it was good because he was like, okay, so this is a kidnapping. And they're like, how do you know that? He was like, boom, 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 boom. Going down the stairs, the footprints the wrong way, the bloody footprint. It was like, he was just able to pin it out right there. It's like, okay, so y'all didn't like him. He was a snitch. And then learning the story of the black cop, why she loves him so much.
Mm-hmm.
She basically adopted him
right
but he didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with that show. So that's on my repeats too to watch. Jamie James, I got a question about anime. I know you're going to yell at me.
You're muted, James.
I'm not going to yell at you on air anyway.
Okay. So let me start by saying, yes, you gave me a list.
Of course.
No, I have not finished that list.
Of course, you'll only watch one thing on it.
No, that's not true. that's not true.
What was the second thing you watched off that list?
Hold on. See, now you got it.
I know, because he.
No.
Yeah. Because Free Ren wasn't even on the list, and I'm happy.
I'm not even talking about Free Ren.
I know, I'm happy that you saw it, but that was never on the list.
Okay, and you gave that to me under my.
It's okay, but no. What go to your question?
No. We going through this. I know I put all of these pictures on here.
Oh man.
Damn, I put a lot of pictures on here. Okay, wait, what is that?
Oh, that's my caps lock on. Okay. So the list I gave you was Tomo-chan is a girl.
I watched that.
I know you watched that. Then there was Ruby, Saga of Tanya the Evil, Ari Fuerte, The Devil is a Part-Timer.
I did that one.
What? Devil is a Part-Timer?
The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Oh my gosh. How far did you get?
I'm trying to.
Do I get some kind of prize for watching all of Dandadan?
Yes. And it's not over yet.
I would like cash, please.
That's not a prize I can give you, but Dandadan is on a mid-season break and will resume, I believe, either the end of March or mid-April. But the second half of the first season is coming up soon. The Misfit of Demon King Academy is another one I know you watched.
Yes, I watched that one.
So those are the three that you watch. You didn't watch Jobless Reincarnation. Or
there was one that I told you that I started watching, but I didn't like it.
That was the Misfit of Demon King Academy.
No, there wasn't, because I liked that one.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jobless Reincarnation?
No, it was the one that she was fighting. It was the girl
Reborn the Master of the Blade? Or was she in the military?
She was in the military.
The Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't get into that one.
The Demon Academy one sounds like it might be like Dandadan, is it?
No.
The Misfit? It's not?
No. Trust me, it's no. After the first season, it's nowhere near as cool as it sounds.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that falls in the list that I can easily make up of a ton of anime I've watched that had killer first seasons and then pretty much level out into just And they like whatever got people excited to watch it after season, through season one, didn't hold up for the subsequent seasons. So, and it probably has nothing to do with the writing because, I mean, these are all adapted from manga. It may just be in the presentation and what storylines they plan to focus on. So, but what is your question, Simone?
Okay. Well, read I can't find my list. I
Okay.
put pictures into every time I see something that I like, I send it to myself so that I don't miss it. So
Tomo-chan is a girl you've seen.
Okay.
The Misfit of Demon King Academy you saw.
Yes.
Devil is a Part-Timer you saw. And you started the saga of Tanya the Evil but didn't finish. The others on the list were Ruby, Adi Ferwetta, Jobless Reincarnation, Shangri-La Frontier, The Eminence in Shadow, and Reborn to Master the Blade.
Okay, who are the two boys?
Two boys?
Is that a real show? What was I watching?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody goes into the future or he goes into the past? There's two guys,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them has the power to, when he touches something, he can see the past, and then he sends that other person in the past, and then that person went into the past and couldn't change the death of his town. There was
I know the anime you're talking about. Was not anything on my list.
Okay.
But yes, I'm blanking on the title right now. But yeah, it's kind of like the that movie with Ashton Kutcher, Ashton Kutcher, the Butterfly Effect.
The Butterfly Effect, yes.
It's something like that. And basically every time he goes back to try to fix something, it just makes it worse.
Yes.
Because he's trying to
find somebody.
Yeah, he's trying to find a killer before they kill like a whole bunch of his classmates, because when he was in high school, there was a serial killer going around, ended up killing a whole bunch of kids in town, and a couple of his classmates died as well. I don't think they ever caught the guy. And as an adult, for whatever reason, he was sitting back in time to his days in high school. And like literally all the people who died from that are alive. And he has a chance to stop it from happening. But it's like he can't really pinpoint where they're, because he doesn't remember. He's trying to figure out who dies when, because he knows people who have died, but he doesn't fully remember when and how they died. So that's part of his dilemma as far as being 20 years younger now, back in high school again.
And then I saw all the Black Clover.
Oh, okay.
All of those.
All right.
The movie and everything. Mm-hmm. So I want another movie.
You want another movie of Black Clover, or just another movie, period?
Just another movie, period. There's no more Black Clover. I've seen everything.
Okay. If you want some more movies, you can start watching Demon Slayer. They have 3 movies and 3 more coming, because the next 3 movies that come out will end the series.
Okay.
But it does have, the series is 4 seasons with 3 movies.
Oh, okay. So it has seasons and movies.
Yes.
And is it the seasons coincide with the movie?
Yes.
No?
The movies pretty much wrap up some huge arcs and set up the next season.
So I watch season 1 and then a movie. Does it tell you how the best way to watch it, or I just need to Google that?
Yeah, I continue the order of what to watch.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what I wanted.
If you want more movies to watch, Demon Slayer will probably be the way to go. Yeah.
Enough. I'm tired of getting on there. I watched. I looked them up. I got Crunchyroll just for you. so that I can watch these movies.
Crunchyroll has a lot to keep you busy.
I stuck them in there.
I'm not getting Crunchyroll just for James.
Well, I mean, he gave me movies, and I was trying to find them, and the only way you can find them is on Crunchyroll.
Yes, some of the movies.
I wasn't going to Hulu, and I wasn't trying to go to Netflix. Mm-hmm. I was just all over the place, and I was like, "Let me just get
not on Hulu, Netflix, Prime, or Disney Plus."
Well, the only movies currently not on Crunchyroll right now of anime they're showing are the My Hero Academia movies are not on Crunchyroll, and I think that has to do with the Japanese publisher and distributors as far as what they allow to be released and in what capacity. They're on demand as far as, you know, streaming through Amazon Prime and things of that nature. Vudu, if you have that, you know, sites where you basically just rent movies for a period of limited streaming time or whatever, but they're not on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I think Vudu changed to Fandango at Home.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all 8 seasons of My Hero Academia are on Crunchyroll, but none of the movies. So yeah, that's probably like one of the only series that has movies that are just not there.
Okay, that is perfect. I can watch those, and I think I know I was watching it again, or was it in English? Freerun.
Okay, yeah, Freerun.
I think it. When I was looking at it, I was like, "Oh, it looks like there's more episodes."
There are.
So okay, so I need to go back to her, and okay, I need to start making a list of everything. I need to be better.
One day your queue will look like mine, of over 100 titles, of which I've probably cleared about 40. I'm currently only watching.
That's how my Netflix and all these other queues look like. Apple TV and Prime.
My Netflix queue right now, and look, I tell people this all the time. I spend more time on Netflix adding stuff to my queue than actually watching things.
Yes. It's like, oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
And
I haven't even finished Castlevania, the new one. I didn't even finish that one yet.
That I did watch. That was wonderful.
Okay.
As was Arcane. But the one thing on Netflix, I'm definitely going to
that I can't get into. I'm sorry. I tried.
Perfectly okay. The one thing I'm definitely going to try to make a concerted effort to watch, because the 2 main anime I'm watching right now, Shangri-La Frontier and Solo Leveling, are about to end in a few weeks, which doesn't help because 3 more anime with seasons 2 or 3 are starting when those 2 end. So, but Uncle from Another World on Netflix is something I really need to get into start watching.
Oh.
But it's only on Netflix.
Damn. Is that okay?
Uncle, the premise is a guy pretty much is in a coma for like 18 years. And when he wakes up, he has memories of being reincarnated in another world and living an entire life and having adventures. But no one, including his nephew, believes that it's true until he actually exhibits some type of magical ability. So it's basically him telling his adventures and tales to his nephew, and them basically trying to set up a business and get rich by showing off his abilities on YouTube.
There was some show that I was watching on Netflix. But my problem is I only watch like 2 or 3 episodes, and then I forget to go back, and then I'll find something else new. So I'm going to stop doing
always that. Remind you that you have this thing to finish whenever you log in.
Oh yeah, but I ignore that, and I go because I see something else that looks good and be like, oh, this looks
how you
good.
Put that in there. I ignore that. I go look for something else.
It's like, yeah, that's there.
Netflix always has your list, and then right under it, you want to finish, and it shows you what you started.
And I go, no. I scroll past that, and I look at everything new. I'm looking at everything that says new. My eyes go to red. New. Like, okay.
I don't want to watch that.
Well, a new old anime that I happen to love and probably need to go back and finish, because now I will warn you, this anime has 7 seasons. I've only made it through 4. It is purely comedy. It's called
7 seasons of what? 100 episodes? How many episodes are in the
No,
season?
they're about 22 episodes a season. So yes, you're talking about
22. 7 seasons. That's a lot.
I know. So yes, I know.
Like 150.
I'm talking about a show that's about 140 to 150 episodes. Yes, I realize what I'm saying.
Okay.
And I got through 4 seasons of this before Hulu screwed around and like reset me to the beginning. So I'm going to start from the beginning again at some point. But Netflix has it now. It's called Ranma 1/2.
Ranma.
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 RANMA 1/2.
Okay. Send me that, please. Send me that and all of the Demon Slayer, how I'm supposed to watch that, because I want to do that.
I shall.
Over the weekend. As you saw my anime.
I did. Good job, by the way.
I'm getting into anime.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud.
I want to do more anime cosplays, which is why I want these shows. Mm-hmm. So I saw Arcane. I liked how the black girl with the dreads but I can't watch the show. It's just not.
It is a very political driven show.
Yeah, it's not capturing my attention, and I'm not really into watching something political right now.
I understand.
The world was. I want something stupid. I want killing. I want head chopping. I just.
I'm the head chopping.
I want slice dice. I want magic. I want.
You should be watching Dandadan.
Okay.
I actually liked it.
Everything you just said that you want to see is in Dandadan.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like it's so. Maybe I would like it, but so Demon Slayer doesn't have that. It just has the killing, no magic. Black Clover had magic. Killing.
Yes, it did. It didn't have a lot of killing though.
Ghosts and demons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had killings.
That's what I like.
If you want something truly brutal, as far as killings,
it ain't got to be that brutal.
I mean, you want sliced and diced?
I want magic. I want slice and dice.
Mm-hmm.
And I want strong women.
Berserk.
That knows how to fight.
Berserk.
Okay.
The lead character is male, but there are some strong women in there.
Okay. Yeah, that's what that's my goal. My portfolio, I'm trying to do a whole bunch of pictures, and I have the Marvels, I have, the X-Men, I have Harry Potter. I need anime.
Okay.
I got Star Wars. I need anime.
I'm so sleepy.
Well,
we are wrapping up.
We are. And Crunchyroll will suggest things to you as well based on what you've already seen. So the more action stuff that you watch, the more action stuff it will suggest.
Okay. I shall do that, and I'll put Demon Slayer on Crunchyroll. Mm-hmm. And the movies are on there too, Demon?
Yes, the movies are on Crunchyroll as well.
Too. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank our good friend and our watcher. He is the watcher.
Our guy in the chair.
No, I don't like the guy in the chair. I like the watcher. He is our watcher. James, thank you for moderating and always
You're welcome.
Being there, and
I'm only here to help.
And keeping us in line as much as you can. And then Teresa, thank you for doing this journey with me, being crazy with me.
Better than being crazy by yourself.
And I had something here for you. I wrote something for you, James, and I can't read my own damn writing.
That's bad.
That is horrible.
I wrote it real quick, and I was trying to write it with this hand because I'm not a lefty. And then I was like, let me write it with this hand, and I can't. Okay, when I figure it out, and then Moana Nui, thank you
Absolutely.
for us giving us a space to talk on. And everybody come join us again next month, and we'll just have fun and go over all our trials and tribulations of the month.
We're going to talk about fun stuff and all the anime you watch between now and then.
Right. And you will be proud of me. You will be proud of me. And when I come, I'm coming with a list.
Okay.
That is a promise. That is a promise. I am sending you. I want your email because I am typing up a list for you. Not only what I watched, how many episodes have I watched for each show. I'm going to do that for you.
Okay.
You're going to be proud of me.
I'm already proud of you.
Thank you. You're going to be more proud of me. I'm proud of this one here who watched Don and cosplay. I don't know who she is anymore. I don't know who she is anymore.
Look, as I tell everybody, like, it's just a matter of finding what you like to get you into anime. That's all it is. Some people only fixated on what's wildly out there and popular, and it's like, no. And that's why I always ask people, what are you into before I suggest titles? Some people are just like, oh, if you want to get into anime, you start here and you watch this and you watch this and you watch this. And I'm like, no, you don't do that. Find out what they like. Find out what they're into. Find out what type of genre of medium or storytelling gets their blood flowing, gets their brain, the hamster wheel in their brain spinning. And then you suggest titles.
So. Head chopper, magic.
So yes, reincarnate shows dealing with the reincarnation and setting sword play, wizards and knights and stuff, which there are a ton of, are right up your alley.
Yeah. So me rewatching Black Clover is it on Crunchyroll?
Mm-hmm. Black Clover's on Crunchyroll. Okay. All so 300 some odd episodes.
That would. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. And I have a problem doing it because I can't go to sleep at night. I'll be up.
And Crunchyroll has all the 1,000+ titles they have on their platform listed by groups. So if you want to just go in and look for something, you can type in fantasy, and it will show you everything in the fantasy group alphabetically, of course. And you can just scroll through and read the descriptions and see if there's something you might want to look at.
Okay. I will do that. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, guys, so long, farewell. I'll be to saying good night. And then for those who couldn't understand, welcome back. That was a Sound of Music. Good night.
Sayonara.
Good night, guys.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves the Republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand,
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals, school will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if you put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. Network out for all the locals, school will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will.